What's going on, everyone? I'm Jose Ramos, and in this video I'm going to explain you what is depth of field. So let's get right into it. If you click into this video, I'm pretty sure you're either a beginner of photography or you are not clear with the subjects of photography. So depth of field is one of those subjects that might be a little tricky to understand, because a lot of people have different concepts of it. But what depth of field is the distance around your subject or around your point of focus, because it's not what is on focus. What is on focus is your point of focus. What is around your focus and is sharp is your depth of field. So that's why in photography there's something that you hear a lot, which is a shallow depth of field. That means that when you take a picture of something or of somebody and only a small amount of subject is in focus, or only a small amount in your picture is in focus. And to get a better understanding of the depth of field, you have to understand that in order to control it better, you have three elements. And element number one is the aperture. The aperture of the lens is how wide or how narrow those blades within the lens can go. For example, so if you want to have a shallow depth of field, you usually want to use an aperture of around 2.8, which is a very wide aperture. Now, if you want something more wide, or the distance that is sharp around your focus point to be wider, you want to use smaller aperture, which is probably something like 16, which is gonna be something like this. Now, element number two is going to be the distance between your subject and your background. If you have enough distance from your subject to the background, you are going to have a shallower depth of field than if you have a more expansive or a larger room between your subject and the background. And the third element is going to be the focal length. So the wider your lens is, I'm talking about 15 millimeters, 35 millimeters, the wider your lens is, the more things around your subject or your point of focus are going to be sharp, compared to if you take a picture with an 85 or with a 100 millimeter lens. So in recap, there's gonna be three things that are gonna affect your depth of field. It's gonna be your aperture, the distance between your subject and the background, and your focal length. Once again, if you like this video, don't hesitate to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. That way I can keep making more content like this. And if you think that I missed something or you want to add to the conversation, just put it in the comments below and I'll respond it to you, okay? Take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.